Alright, before we get started in this video, I'm just going to tell you guys right now, I do not feel good. I have one of the worst headaches of my life, but this news came out and I had to make a video on it. I had to do a rebuild. So hit that subscribe button, please, for me grinding through this massive headache to bring you guys this video. Hit that subscribe button, drop a like, comment, anything to help out the algorithm. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's try and get those 2,000 subscribers by the end of the year so I can bless one of you guys on Christmas. Let's try and get it by Christmas so the giveaway can happen by Christmas and I can get you guys one of you guys a Christmas present for being in the 2,000 subscriber giveaway. But anyways, yeah, John Wall, Russell Westbrook, they're virtually just being swapped for each other. And then a 2023 lottery protected first, maybe it's even more than lottery protected, but a first round pick is going from the Wizards to Houston. Kind of feels like a desperation trade to me, to be honest. Both sides are probably just sitting back in their office. They're like, calls him up. He's like, hey, man, I got Westbrook. You got John Wall. They got, the same exact contracts. You want to just, want to swap them? And they're like, no, bro, screw it. Let's just do it. So that's kind of how I feel about this. If you guys didn't know, John Wall is actually my favorite player in the league. He hasn't played for almost, 2 years, but he is my favorite player. That being said, I think Westbrook's a better player. But time will tell. We'll see how good Wall is when he gets back. It looks like it's a ticking time bomb in Washington, to be honest, and I wouldn't be surprised if it just doesn't work and Bradley Beal gets traded at some point. But anyways, this intro is long enough. We're going to be doing the John Wall Houston Rockets side of this rebuild. I just feel like a lot of people are going to do the Westbrook Wizards deal, the rebuilders and everything, and I kind of want to do this one. Plus, John Wall is my favorite player, so suffice to say, we are doing the Rockets side, so let's get into it. So this is what our roster is looking like. I mean, basically just switch the point guards, and we have an extra first-round pick now. So we got John Wall, DeMarcus Cousins, and James Harden. Christian Wood he played really good the end of last year, so I'm pretty excited to see where he's at. I wouldn't be surprised if they actually run him at center and bring DeMarcus off the bench, but we'll see what happens there. I'm going to go ahead and look at the rotation. I think this team is probably good enough to make the playoffs as it stands. In real life, I'm sure they'll probably make the playoffs, but in 2K, it could be close. I mean, we have Harden, but I want to do a few moves here before we get into it. So, one person I am looking to trade is going to be Eric Gordon because he makes so much money. And I'll throw in that lottery-protected Wizards pick we just got and this second-round pick swap, I guess, and just see what we can get out here. There's some decent offers. Clint Capella, we could bring him back, but I don't necessarily need him. I would like to find a good small forward for this team. Mikal Bridges is nice, but in 2K I don't think he really moves the needle. So maybe we need to do a little bit more and throw in another first-round pick. So let's do that. Man, this isn't really doing anything for us either. I mean, Bojan Bogdanovic running at the small forward might be okay. But I just don't see the right trade out there. Maybe we got to put more money with him. Maybe we got to do Gordon, and I don't want to do PJ Tucker, but maybe that's the guy we have to trade. Maybe Daniel House. Let's try that. These two, can they get us anything? Just nothing too good. See, now Drew Holiday would be nice. He's kind of small to run the small forward, but he could definitely guard the small forward position. Let me go ahead and put PJ Tucker at. Man, let's put him at the small forward. Then let's see what we can get for him. Tucker, Gordon, and we'll do this 2021 first pick swap. Let's just do it. There's Drew Holiday, Al Horford, and Dort. Rocco, he was already on the team. Man, do we just say screw it and make this trade? Obviously, this trade won't happen in real life. This is not a realistic rebuild whatsoever. But, man, let's just do the trade. All right. So, we got Drew Holiday, which basically means to me, we either got to run Drew at the small forward or Harden at the small forward. And I might run Harden there because he is a little bit bigger than Drew, plus his overall stays the same. Could we flip Drew, though? Would it be a bad idea to try and flip him here? See if we can get something a little better. Somebody that's not going to get worse, because Drew probably is going to get worse. I saw Zach LaVine. I'd be interested in doing that one. Gordon Hayward just makes too much money, in my opinion. Spencer Dinwiddie. I don't need a point guard necessarily. Michael Porter Jr. Now that one I like. What's his contract situation look like? I'm guessing he has another year. Yeah, he does. Okay, so that would be interesting. If I do it, I'm going to see if I don't have to give up all these first, but we'll see. Could also bring in Gary Harris for some depth off the bench. I actually really like the idea of that. I like Zach LaVine too, but you know, Michael Porter Jr. kind of plays the position I want him to play. So let's see if we can keep this first and see what they say to that. Okay, now they want Gerald Green in a second. Now get Isaiah Hartenstein. Yeah, okay. If I can keep that one first round pick, that would be clutch. So let's go back and put James Harden back at the 2 now. Oh, not the power. What am I doing? Put him at the 2, and now we have Wall, Harden, Porter Jr. I mean, I like this team. I don't mind it. I really would like to get a better center, but this is probably the best we can do for now. Bobby Portis, Gary Harris, Daniel House, Macklemore, and Clemens off the bench isn't very good, to be honest with you. Okay. Let me go look at something quick, too. I just want to make sure how long I have with John Wall and James Harden both under contract. So basically 2 more years, possibly 3 more years. They make the same exact amount of money. We're going to have no salary cap next year unless we get off of like Gary Harris's contract. Okay, so let's just try and upgrade the bench a little bit for this season, I think, and then we should be good. So Gary Harris, I guess, in 2 seconds, maybe we can get off a little bit of money because he's going to be under contract for next season too, and I just can't have that. Could bring back Clint Capella as a center option. I don't mind that at all, but he was already here, so it feels kind of eh. But at the end of the day, man, let's just do it. So he's going to come back to the Houston Rockets, and now we have a backup center in DeMarcus Cousins, which I like a lot more. I'm going to try and trade Ben McLemore and get a better backup shooting guard. Wow, we have like no picks. Try and get a better backup shooting guard. We could run Chris Dunn at the backup too, I guess. I mean, he basically played small forward for the Bulls last year, so anything could be done. So let's go ahead and bring him in. We'll run him at the backup 2, and gosh, I mean, obviously Michael Porter Jr. is going to get better this year. John Wall might get a little bit worse. I don't know. I kind of want to see how this team does. So I'm going to go ahead, set the system. 7 seconds is still 4.5 stars. So we're going to run with that. We're going to give our guys Steven Silas, give him his chance. But yeah, I'm going to simulate this season, and we will see how it works out. We're about 4-2 to start the year. I'll see you guys at the end of the season. All right, so with our year being done, we actually end up with 63 wins. I did not think the team was capable of that, but maybe it's perfect balance between everything, and Harden's just cooking. I don't know. But here are the awards if you guys are interested. It's so nice seeing real rookies in 2K. I haven't really been able to do many rebuilds since the rookies have been in there. So I'm just saying it's super nice to see them. Steven Silas wins Coach of the Year. Shout out to him there. But do we have any Rockets on All-NBA teams? James Harden does make second team. Defensively, we do not. We traded Drew Holiday away, obviously. Actually, that's a good deal for the Nuggets, man. I didn't even think about that. I mean, they lost Porter Jr., sure. But right now, Drew Holiday's a better player than Porter Jr. He fills that 2-guard spot for them, better than Gary Harris. So I like that, actually, for them. And then here are the rookie teams, obviously. So, anyways, with that being said, we are the 1 seed in the Western Conference. How did our guy Russell Westbrook do on the Wizards? They did not even make the playoffs. Okay. Interesting. That could very well happen in real life as well. So let's check out some season stats here for our team. Harden with 28. John Wall came back from injury, 20 points, almost 10 assists. That is basically kind of what John Wall was before he got hurt. He was a little bit better scorer, and that's about right for the assists. DeMarcus Cousins looked good too. These two were obviously college teammates as well. If you guys didn't know, they went to Kentucky together, and they came out in the 2010 draft. John Wall was the number 1 pick. Cousins was the 5th pick. Yeah. All right. So anyways, enough backstory, whatever. Let's win ourselves a championship in year number 1. So we got Memphis here. John Morant. Is he a match for John Wall? He is not. And Dylan Brooks is definitely not a match for James Harden. So now we got the Warriors, obviously, in real life. Klay Thompson is unfortunately injured, which sucks to say because God, that's just devastating for him, man. I just feel so bad for the guy. Missing 2 straight seasons is just terrible. But then they got Wiggs, Pascal, Wiseman, Kelly Oubre. Yeah, so I mean, this team is good. Let's simulate the round, see what happens. We're up 2-0. Let's see if we can go up 3-0. We do. And can we go up 4-0? We do go up 4-0. So it is 8-0 so far. Now we got Zion. So we got Eric Bledsoe, obviously, Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, Zion, Steven Adams. All right, that's a solid team. They take 1 game from us. Let's see if we can go up 3-1. We do. And can we win the whole thing? We do. All right, so we're already in the finals. And we're going up against the Celtics. Michael Porter Jr. obviously is a little bit better now. He's gained some overall. What can I say? This team is actually working out to be pretty nice, which I'm super happy about. So let's see here. Let's go game by game and see if we can beat the Celtics. We're up 1-0. We're up 2-0. We're up, just 2-1 now. Okay, can we go up 3-1? We do. And do we win a championship here in year number 1? Come on. We have a couple more games, but we don't win it here. We're not going to win it in this game. We lose by 21. Can we win in this game, or do we have to go to a game 7? It's pretty close. We're only up by a couple. Looks like they might steal it. Or we actually go out and we win. Okay, so we won by 5. So we are the champions here. We've just 1 season under the books. And, I mean, they're both under contract for at least 1 more year, and then they have player options. So I'm going to go out. This video's, I've only been recording for like 15 minutes. I could stop it here because my head is just raging. So, again, subscribe if you haven't already. You guys can also see it might be a little bit congested. I might sound a little bit different. But we're going to go another year. You know what? I'm having fun. The championship's bringing my spirits up a little bit. So subscribe so we can get this 2nd season. But let's go ahead. So, draft lottery. I don't think we have a pick, but I just want to make sure. We do not. Okay, that's fine. The Bucks actually have our pick. Staff signing here. I think Steven Silas did a hell of a job, man. Excuse my language. But we're going to keep him. Assistant GM and trainer. Trainer will just leave. Assistant GM, we'll get rid of him. And we will try and bring in Michael Williams. Hopefully he accepts that. He does. Okay, so we're chilling there. We don't have a draft pick, so let's go to rookie signing. We actually did get Keontae Johnson in the 2nd round. He's a 70. We'll take him for a roster spot. Team player options. So Michael Porter Jr. accepted. Bobby Portis and Chris Dunn both declined. Or no, we accept Michael Porter Jr.'s, excuse me. These 2 will accept them, sure. All right, so qualifying offers, we have none. So we're going into free agency. We don't have money at all. So should we just bring back like Chris Dunn and... Yeah, maybe we should just bring back our guys and try and make a couple moves. So Chris Dunn will offer him that. He's going to agree. And then where is... where is he? Where is DeMarcus Cousins? So let's go find DeMarcus Cousins and see if we can bring him back as well. Wow, we do not have the money to bring DeMarcus Cousins back. He declined that. Yeah, he wasn't going to like that. So let's see who else we could bring in then. Oh, we're cap holding DeMarcus Cousins. I get so confused sometimes with all this. All right, so let's see who else is out there. We have bird rights and no one. Okay, so yeah, we can't really sign anyone. I mean, Cantor could be a backup center for us. Maybe we should do that. We can't sign DeMarcus Cousins, really? Are we like hard capped or what? I mean, we got to be hard capped or something. Okay, whatever. So we can't sign him. Let's also try and bring... There's really nobody worth bringing in. All right, there's nobody worth bringing in. We're not going to do anything else. Player progression. Let's see how good MPJ is. Let's see if John Wall's going down at all. Harden went down 2. MPJ's up to an 85. Capella's an 83. Wall's down to an 82. All right. I mean, we won our championship. Let's just try and make a few moves, try and upgrade this team a little bit, and see if we can repeat. But I'll load in some rookies, and I'll see you guys at the start of the season. All right, so I mean, the starting lineup is the same. The bench is virtually the same, except we replace Cantor, or replace Cousins with Cantor, and then we got Bruno Caboclo now. You know what? Let's see if we can upgrade the center spot at all. So we take Capella. We got these 2 picks. Let's see if we can upgrade Capella at all. He's the logical guy to upgrade, I would say. We could bring in TJ Warren, but we have Michael Porter Jr., so I don't really think that's necessary at all. Alright, so I'm not seeing anything for Capella. Should we try and upgrade Christian Wood? Could we upgrade Christian Wood at all? Not really. Actually, there's not much out there. So maybe we just run it back. We just try and upgrade the bench a little bit. Run it back with the same starters. So, like, we take Cantor and a first and see if we can upgrade that a little bit. Kevin Porter Jr. I would need, like, a big man, though. Yeah, I don't see anything for Cantor. Let's just see... Let's just try and upgrade Caboclo with 2 picks, and then we're just gonna get into the season because, you know what? Let's just run it back. I'm gonna run it back. This is the team. You guys go ahead and look. I'm gonna run the back this, and we'll see if we can get another championship. All right, so we had 54 wins this time, so pretty solid, but not as good as last year. We don't get Coach of the Year or anything this year. All NBA teams. I do not see James Harden. Okay, 3rd team, he is there. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm just going to simulate the playoffs. We are actually the 3 seed this year. So let's check out the stats quick. We'll simulate, and then that's going to wrap up the video. So these are what the stats are looking like. If you guys are interested in those at all, you can pause if you want to go more in depth. But let's go ahead and let's simulate this round against Denver. We take them in 5. Then we got New Orleans, and they actually take us in 7, and we do not win at all. So the Timberwolves win the entire thing. Karl-Anthony Towns is Finals MVP. Shout out my guy. So that's kind of cool to see. You don't see that in 2K very often. But yeah, that is going to do it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you did enjoy it. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.